Hey everybody, and welcome to the first video in this series of just kind of taking you behind my kind of Mattel designs and the thought process behind it. Also just kind of how I go through making these kind of drawings. If you're not familiar, I post on Instagram kind of just drawings and kind of concept art for figure designs and dinosaur related content like that. It's all kind of Jurassic Park themed and Jurassic World themed with a few little other things now and then. But anyway, so first we're going to be starting with Mamenchisaurus, whatever you like to call it. And it was featured in Jurassic Park Lost World, and it was only briefly seen very quickly in a short instance, but still I feel like something that's been lacking in the Mattel kind of department, even though they've made so many different species, are sauropods. And I understand they're very hard to kind of ship and make, especially with the size and just the elongation of their necks and tails, but they've already done it with the Brachiosaurus, kind of showing that if you just kind of detach the tails and the head and make it all kind of in a smaller packaging, it can be done. And having a Mamenchisaurus in the Legacy Collection would be really something. So yeah, for now I'll be taking you through the process. And here we go. So you'll notice beforehand there were some pictures of just kind of from Jurassic World Evolution, some video from the movie, and also just kind of concept art from the original movie. And I kind of used all those reference drawings to, I guess, kind of make an accurate kind of general depiction of what I am trying to go for, and kind of reference all those images to make my own here. And as we're going here, I noticed that I wanted to have like a whiptail kind of action to this figure. The Mattel Brachiosaurus is amazing. It's super cool. I'm looking at it right now on my table here, and it's really great, but I would like to have some type of playability with the sauropods, and having like a whiptail action would be really great. I figured I'd keep the neck here kind of static, just like the Brachiosaurus, just to kind of, I guess, make it not as complicated. You'll notice that despite all of Mattel's kind of really great design choices, that when it comes to simplicity, when it comes to like color choices and kind of overall design, they kind of go for that. And actually, on another note, I personally don't really like the older rubber figures, not because they don't feel awesome, they feel great. But I noticed that if you buy them from, say, flea markets or old toy stores, a lot of times the rubber kind of ages over time, and then it doesn't really hold up compared to harder plastic. And also harder plastic kind of makes it for a better molding process and kind of brings out more detail. But for things like the Mosasaur, that real feel Mosasaur skin, that's really great. And I think they've gotten better at like kind of making things stand the test of time more of, especially with our newer figures here. So yeah, as you'll notice here, I'm kind of blocking out just the figure colors here. I'm trying to kind of simplify that very intricate kind of design we saw in one of the concept art images. And it's pretty hard to do, but just kind of basically picking the main colors and making it overall just a simple kind of easily painted image. Here, see, giving you a few spots and kind of using the second kind of base color. And you'll notice a lot of the Mattel designs kind of have 1, 2, or 3, and like maybe 4 kind of colors altogether, very rarely. But yeah, here we go, just kind of blocking everything out, and there it is, the Mamenchisaurus. So yeah, overall, very fun design that I wanted to make. It would be amazing to see this maybe next year for the Legacy Collection. Definitely a figure on my list. If there's one complaint, and I know I feel like I have many despite just the wonderful work Mattel has done, but the one complaint I notice is like, or for me personally, I noticed that Mattel kind of tends to kind of forget about some of the previous dinosaurs, especially from like, well, they've done a few of the Lost World, but especially from Jurassic Park 3, there's actually quite a few dinosaurs that are still a part of the franchise that they just haven't addressed yet. Maybe they're saving it for later, I'm not sure. But I really do feel like they need to complete all the dinosaurs and all the dinosaur variants from all the movies before kind of getting into the more obscure species. And the obscure species are great, especially for educating kids. But for now, I would really feel like if they could focus on getting the main kind of dinosaurs out of the way, kind of Corythosaurus, let's see, especially the male and the female velociraptors from Jurassic Park 3. We've been all wanting that for a very long time, especially with the limited release of the female, which was could have been better. But overall, yeah, those are my thoughts on the kind of the state of Mattel here and this Mamenchisaurus. Look forward to more reviews and also just kind of more kind of concept art designs. I'll also be going through some of the other non-toy concept designs and more of just like a kind of little scenes that I've made over the past few months of just kind of Jurassic Park stuff. So look forward to that. So anyways, thanks again for watching, and I appreciate all the support. Bye.